Hello people, welcome to part 4 of my eternal suffering. Even though this seems like this is all I do anymore, I think you guys like it, maybe? So whatever. Alright, so today's agenda. First, I want to finish Pixelleta and Razor's complicated movement system. Then, I want to make everybody's defensive mechanics, which are like closing the door for Tiger or shocking Pixelleta on the cameras. After that, we're gonna make some menu screens and art for them. Okay, good list for today. Let's get working and try to not take 2.5 weeks to do it. Okay, buddies. First, I worked on Pixelleta's defensive mechanic, which was significantly easier than Razor's. The way it works is instead of moving up on a list every 10 or 15 seconds like the rest of them, it just picks a random room and spawns Pixelleta in it.
Hello everybody, it's me, fan favorite, Timebot. I'm here because this dumbass forgot to mention that after Pixelleta is placed in a room, it starts a timer, and if this timer reaches a certain time, the player is brutally murdered. That's all from me. Now for your regularly scheduled program. Back to you, dumbass.
I hate that guy so much. And then there's a separate piece of code that just says if Pixelleta is in a room, then put this sprite there. After that, I tried to do Razor's movement, and oh boy, it sucked. The way Razor's works is every 10 or 15 seconds, instead of picking a random room or moving up in a list, it checks to see what room Razor is currently in and moves to the next closest room to the office. For example, if they were in Bamboo Forest, they would move to Jungle Gym. And if they were in East Shop, they would also move to Jungle Gym. I must have worked on this for 3 days. Every time I tried to get it to work, it would just stop and not work and blow up in my face. I wish I recorded that because it would have been hilarious for content. Also, for both of them, their AI values decides how likely they are to move, just like the other characters in last episode, which you should go watch. Next up is defensive mechanics. For Leo, Tyler, and Vines, it was easy. All I had to do was just give each one of them a sort of health bar, and for every frame that their defensive mechanic was on, I would subtract 1 from this health bar, all the way down until it was 0, which took about under 1.5 seconds. Also, the defensive mechanics for those 3 are the door for Tyler, the door light for Leo, and the light switch for Vines. Whenever this happens, the animatronic returns to their respective starting camera. Next, for Pixelleta and Razor, it was a little bit more complicated. For Pixelleta, I had to make it check if the camera was on the same one that Pixelleta was on, and that the shock button was being pressed. For Razor, the person that's been giving me so much trouble today, I needed to make the lure active on the same camera that you were looking at, and make sure that Razor was in the closest cameras near to the one that you're luring. I did this with this giant list here. After that is the easy part, which is the menu screens. All of the art in the game is made with Sprite, which is a really cool art software that is on Steam. Obviously, I'm not sponsored or anything, but I just think it's really cool, and if you want to do the stuff that I do, you should totally try it out. Alright, back to the game. I cooked up this cool menu screen with a small Pixelleta entering animation and a flickering animation. I tied that all in with a little fade-in and this cool control panel for the menu buttons. Whenever you click on Survive, it takes you to this screen, which is a 2-screen shift selection screen, screen. Whenever you click on a shift, it brings you to the same exact scene every time, but it changes a global number variable to the respective night. I wrote this tiny piece of code in the actual game scene that says if it's this night, then set these characters to be on and put their AI values to this. The last thing I did after finishing up all of this was write the info tab screens for night 1 through 5. In this process, I also planned out what animatronics were going to be active and what their AI values were going to be, on top of some lore related things. I think we're finally caught up, and that's another episode in the books. Sorry about the long periods of time in between episodes, but they just take a lot of effort, and I've had things outside of YouTube to be worried about. Before I go, I'm going to give you a little showcase of the game as it is right now, and a simulation of the third night, or what it is so far. Keep in mind, it's technically not beatable because the task tab isn't working, so it'll just be me playing for a little bit until I die. If you guys can get me to 400 subscribers, I'll drop the second tape, since you guys already saw the early version of the first. Enjoy the show, and my time is up. The day I decided to record this, I got sick and my voice sounds all weird. I apologize. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Don't ask about this. There's a little cheat command. I said a little cheat command. There we go. Unlocks all the nights. Let's do this. Barely any audio, so it's like dead silent. This is vines, and then I think only Pixelleta is active. Is it really just vines? Give me a second. It's only vines? Okay, so now we should have Razor in the building. Razor is in the building. Let's go. This is better. What? Where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. Okay. You go back here. You go back here. All right, so the tasks, usually you click on here, you get some tasks. You click on here, you get some info. Click on here. None of that works. So all we're working with is this. Go back here. Actually, I'm going to let him go so you can see what happens. Oh, no. Where'd he go? Guess what? He's in my office. Oh, I forgot I have him on the hardest difficulty, which is probably not that smart. We're in kind of a predicament here, but it's not that hard because there's only 2 people and I don't even have to worry about tasks. So I'm just gonna kind of chill. Next episode, we are 100% gonna draw in the door because that's been something I've been wanting to do. And then same with the light. Okay, chill out, buddy. Quit being in my room, you monkey. Oh wait, never mind. He goes here. Vines is playing in the playground. Okay. Okay. Get out of my office, you black. Oh no. Where's Vines? Oh, he's here. Chillings. I'm just gonna let one of them kill me because this has been going on for too long. Go to my office. Go to my office. They both moved. Hi, boy. You gonna attack me? Oh, Vines, and I'm dead.